So here is the thing. Some Somalis in America have reportedly been involved in daycare fraud and misuse of social programs. And that's not just the little mix-up. These are programs designed to help children and struggling families, but instead, some have taken advantage of the system. And the reaction from Black Americans, let's just say, is intense. People are upset, frustrated, and now speaking out publicly, but it gets even more complicated. Let's talk about the fraud part first. You have a daycare receiving funds to support children, money meant for education, for food, for basic needs. But reports have shown cases where that funds were misused. And when you think about it, this isn't just numbers on a paper. This program exists because people are struggling, because communities are in need. Now imagine when someone taking advantage of that system while pretending to be part of the community. That's exactly what many Black Americans feel that has happened. And now it's not just about money, it's about trust and integrity. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Credits go to the original creators and every single stitch and clip used in this episode. We have more clips and conversation coming your way, so stay tuned. Let's chat.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community. All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer
can
the
listen.
question. Where
That's something
where
that can,
is the transportation
something
vehicle
that can
company?
jeopardize
Answer the question.
The safety and the protection of the Somali community. The only community that suffers because of fraud.
We're talking about fraud.
Are we the only community that does fraud? Are we the only community that does this?
This is about fraud.
The people who are benefiting become extremely violent, and the Somalis are the most violent people I have ever met in my whole life.
My decoy went up, and she could hear people rustling around on the other side of the ring camera as if they were listening to her but not responding.
Kristen Magnuson and I also went to this house right after you guys to see if we get the same response, and we sort of did. We saw the same thing, you know, the windows with vinyl covering, can't see inside. We ring the doorbell, but actually somebody responds to us. Hey, is this Dagash Family Childcare?
No.
It's not Dagash Family Childcare.
No.
Okay, is this what's the name of the childcare here?
I don't know.
I ask, has this place ever been a childcare? The woman says no. But obviously Washington state records tell a completely different story.
Yeah, this specific address is locked into Washington state records as a daycare.
Yeah.
It's locked into like the Google paid for the business.
Yep.
Is this address.
Right? And it's up to date with licensing. The numbers here.
Okay, so we just visited Dagash Family Childcare. This address was confirmed online. They get $23,260 in October.
They have made $210,000 just this year.
And how many kids again is this place registered for?
Oh, that's the fun part. 3.
3 kids.
So this place are licensed for 9 children.
Okay, this place is licensed for 9,
but they have 6 slots available.
Right.
Which means they only have 3 kids, and they've raked in $210,000 in tax money.
And neighbors say when we ask them, have you ever seen kids come out of this place?
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
So this woman comes up. The people who live there actually texted her as a neighbor and asked her to confront us because they thought we were ICE. So the next question is, are they illegal immigrants? Why are they so concerned about ICE?
Jeez, that's another rabbit trail.
A total other rabbit hole. But what she said is, I have seen no evidence that there is a daycare there. She actually said, my husband and I were wondering how those people afford that house because she said the rent was $3,500 a month.
I haven't seen kids over there.
Okay, interesting.
I've seen one child over there, like when they have like family things.
Right, yeah.
But no, I have not seen any evidence of daycare activity there.
On 9/11/2025, they came in and they inspected. They found multiple long-term, short-term, serious, and immediate risks to children. That's in September. In September, they were awarded $22,000.
So I reached out to the Washington State Department of Children, Youth, and Families, right? Again, this is the agency that essentially licenses, does oversight, does the inspections. I have yet to hear back. That's now in the state of Washington.
Yes.
What is the state of Washington's accountability practices now? If there are violations, how much time do they have to correct course? Does funding get stopped? These are questions that still need to be answered. What I want to emphasize, though, especially in our reporting, is that we're not alleging that every single one of these Somali-run daycares are engaged in fraudulent activity.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we went to some today that seemed totally legitimate.
Right, and the vast majority may be legit, but the ones that we've investigated and the list that we still have that needs to be investigated, there are concerning signs. We can't do this alone. There are dozens of places we need to hit up. We've just scratched the surface here in Washington State. A lot of these potential problematic Somali daycares are in South King County. So, frankly, Cam, we can't do this alone. This is a call out now to the community, other citizen journalists, other volunteer sleuths who want to start following up. I mean, really, all you need is courage, some curiosity, and an iPhone to document what's happening at these places.
Yeah, and you know, don't show up and be mean and harass people, but there's nothing wrong with knocking on a door and asking a question.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I live in a big house funded by United States taxpayers.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we have the most luxurious cars.
I'm Minnesota Somali. I'm champion border. Hi.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I made my city come here.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I tell the government I feed 3,000 kids for no reason. Did you get the bill yet?
Yeah, of course I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we live in Minneapolis, nigga.
Hey, get the...
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I got 12 siblings. I don't even know half of their names.
I'm a Minnesota Somali. Of course Somalia was promised us 3,000 years ago.
Hi, Trump. I'm back so much.
I'm trying to see if I'm hearing this right and correctly. The Somalians was stealing money from the U.S. government, right, through welfare, right? And now Trump and them is like basically crucifying them because they found out that a lot of the Somalians was stealing that welfare money and sending it to terrorist groups in these countries, right? Now the Somalians is like, Black Americans, we need y'all help. And the Black Americans is like, who the fuck help y'all need? Now the Somalians is mad as shit because the Black Americans is like, who the fuck help y'all need? And I'm sorry, as an African, a first-gen West African, please, y'all Somalian people, y'all leave our people alone. Y'all leave our people alone. Somalians be tight-knit with their own people down to the point that, like, in the African community, if you see Somalians, Eritreans, or Ethiopians around, I'm telling you right now, they're not near their own kind. Their own kind do not fuck with them because they're not like their kind. Like, I don't know, y'all be very quiet about the crucifixion of your own kind liking other people. Y'all act like Jews. I swear to God. Can y'all please leave our Black American people alone, please? Asking people for what? Y'all taking money, y'all sending money to the terrorist people down there. People need to understand that America is the only place where we can all come together and still be segregated. You want man for themselves, y'all better go help your own self out with your own community.
I'm sorry, but some Somalians need to take accountability for what is happening in Minnesota. I have not seen one Somalian take accountability and say, you know what? It's not all Somalians that are doing this. I'm so sick and tired of some people playing the race card. What is wrong is wrong. If you're doing something wrong, you're doing something wrong. Take accountability and responsibility and move on with life. Because at this point, it's not only affecting Somalian people, it's also affecting us as a Black community. Now it's like on top of the general stereotype that we have, now it's another stereotype. Like, come on. When are we going to take accountability? When are we going to be responsible and be like, you know what? There's a tree, and just because there's like few apples that have gone bad doesn't necessarily make the whole apple tree, have bad apples. But from the outside looking in, everybody is going to think that they just look at them. They all just be stealing money from taxpayers. I'm a taxpayer. I pay tax. I pay my tax. I'm an American. So I'm not liking the fact that some of these money that is supposed to be used to actually help people that need help is going towards people that don't need it. It's going back to Somalia. Like, I'm really trying to understand. I just want one person to come out and be like, you know what, we've taken accountability for that. But it's not all Somalian people that are doing this. There's just some bad apples. And it doesn't mean that it's all of us apples. Like, please, let's stop playing the race card and actually start taking responsibility and accountability for our actions. Because at this point, it's gonna just be, oh, like Somalians people do this. It's not gonna be some Somalians people do this. The earlier we take accountability and stop all of this, the better for all of us as black community. Like, come on, let's do better.
Somalis are going through a Jered wake-up call.
You niggas wanted to call us Jered. And now, y'all having a motherfucking Jered wake-up call.
So what is this term Jered wake-up call? Well, according to this young black American man named Jerry, well, he explained to me that the term Jered wake-up call is the realization that a lot of these non-black American migrants have when they internalize and fully understand that they will be treated the same as a black American. And the reason that this term is so prominently used by people like Jerry is because he himself has said that he's warned so many migrants.
Yeah, I've been trying to warn you niggas, bro.
How it is in America for a black American and how black Americans get treated in America. And he was just trying to look out for a lot of these migrants that have coming in. And instead of, you know, being appreciative and respectful to Jerry and black Americans in general, a lot of migrants just judge them and, you know, call them lazy and say that they're unable to reach high levels of success. And now with everything going on in America, people like Jerry and the rest of the black community are having this I told you so moment. You should have listened to me. But instead, you're having the Jered wake-up call. And like I said before, this isn't an isolated perspective. A lot of black Americans have come onto my live, Babushko Live, and they've expressed the same sentiment. They've said that they felt unappreciated and disrespected by migrants as a whole. You know, a lot of them even saying that Babushko is the only migrant that they really respect because their platform is better than the whole BET network. But that's a whole nother discussion.
Why would you get caught? You scammed the government. Cool. Why? The galas are turning on us and they're questioning the legitimacy of all Somali businesses. Now this is a horrible PR.
She's mad because they're giving away the game. She's saying you're scamming. It's so obvious that you're scamming and you're making us look bad because now they're going to see we're all scamming. But why were you doing this and getting caught? She's not mad at them for scamming. She's mad at them for blowing their cover. He's completely right. What's this?
When the did we have to bow down to certain communities? Look, I'm Asian. I'm Vietnamese, okay? Well, we have our own communities, too. And our communities thrive.
Yeah.
You know, we have businesses. We've been here only, what, less than 50 years? After
the Vietnam
1975.
Yeah.
Majority of us have businesses, scientists, engineers, doctors, bright minds, people that given back to this country more than we've taken.
Yeah.
And we have never asked anybody to bow down or speak our language.
True.
Since when the this stupid mayor in Minnesota have to speak their language and apologizing for those motherfucking pirates. He's a Jewish dude.
Who is this guy?
You know?
Why did I see a tweet today talking about the fact that Trump is targeting Somali people in Minnesota is going to put black Americans at risk? I don't think so. I think that black Americans and Somali people don't look anything alike. First of all. Second of all, they don't even consider themselves black.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, can't be black, bro.
Somalis are not black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term black. The term black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that side. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, "Are you black?" I said, "I'm not black side. I don't accept that term."
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black.
You think that a person, any person, can't tell the difference between a black American and a Somali person? I don't think so. I think that you can tell the difference between a Somali person and a black American person. Like, I really do. And I'm just saying.
I'm Somali and I never heard a Somali say we're Arab. We only claim Somali or black. Why you gotta lie? Why y'all lie so much? Listen, I dealt with a lot of different ethnic groups, a lot of people from different countries on this app for a long time. And one thing that all y'all have in common, from the Mexicans to the Indians to I ain't dealt with the Asians yet, to the Africans to the Caribbeans, all y'all do is lie. Why y'all lie so much? Y'all act like, let me say this, for 43 years of living, right? I never heard a Somali say they was black until 2 weeks ago. Every Somali I seen, they said they're not black, they Somali. They even go to a further extent and said that they are Arab. Even online, they say they Arab. I'm sorry, that's what they say. Maybe you might not say it, but collectively, y'all are Arabs. Y'all think y'all are Arab. Don't forget what y'all be saying to the other Africans in the continent where y'all from. Y'all tell the West Africans and the South Africans, look at my hair, look at my hair, look at my hair. I got baby hair. I got baby hair. You don't have baby hair like I got. I got baby hair. That's what y'all say to the other people on the continent. Then y'all even go further and say, look at my nose. Look at my nose. Look at my nose. Yeah. Look at my nose. That's what y'all do. So all of a sudden, you expect me to believe you? You. Somalis, y'all lying too. Stand on it. Don't be black now when Trump came and hurt y'all feelings. Don't be black. Be who you are, okay? Be who you are. And now, yeah, I'm just responding to comments today. That's all.
I have a question for you. If there was a black community that had stolen over $1 billion from our federal government or our state government, what would happen to them? If people in Oak Cliff, Texas, which is made of mostly of minorities, black people and Hispanic people, what would happen to them? Do you think that anyone in our government would let them go for decades, stealing from Medicaid and Medicare to the level that we've seen Somalis do it in Minnesota? So for all of the people that are saying this is a racial situation, let me tell you what racism would have done to this. It is no way that they would have let communities steal millions of dollars and billions of dollars in programs that were meant for autistic children, or programs that were meant to feed people when they said they were feeding, 3,000 people a day and they only saw 24. They would not have allowed this to happen if these people were regular Americans, if these were regular African Americans or regular Hispanic Americans. This would not have happened in our United States. But our Democrat Party wants you to believe that this is a racial situation because, that's what they do. Everything is based on race. But let me just say this, from this one black woman, I have seen people in Dallas and all over Texas go to jail for $35,000 in theft. But the thing that gets me the most about all of this fraud and corruption that's going on in Minnesota is the attitudes of the people involved. The people that live in all of these communities, these Somalis, are now threatening Americans. They're not even telling us that they're going to take over the United States.
As soon as we find out who you are, trust you will be dealt with. Period.
You know what? Russia hasn't done that yet. China hasn't done that yet. You were brought here as refugees from a small country that had almost no money. But you want all Americans to be afraid of a community that has taken and stolen from U.S. taxpayers. And so all of you people that have made comments about it's just racist, really, let me just tell you something. I don't care what race you are. If all of my cousins are stealing from me, I'm going to be mad at my cousins and I'm going to call the police on them.
I am currently asking for a ceasefire. I'm asking for a ceasefire between the Somalis and the African Americans.
Black
Americans. We got something bigger going on right now. This is a divide and conquer situation happening in Minnesota. Y'all know we ride together when situations arise out here.
What situation?
When that George Floyd stuff
Here
happened,
we go.
was out there. Ain't nobody was asking what type of black you was. We all felt that. So I just don't want this ignorant conversation to overshadow what's really happening. Don't give them the upper hand. Why are we acting slow? I'm asking for a ceasefire.
This is so ironic to see Somali people. This is like the second video I saw, first of all, of them referencing George Floyd. We were all together during George Floyd. First of all, everybody and their mother was outside. It was a national thing. Like, it was very clouded. It was very trendy. It was very trendy to be marching and saying Black Lives Matter. There were stores that would have Black Lives Matter signs in the window. A lot of people were standing in solidarity with Black Americans. And at the end of the day, if y'all claim y'all Black, then aren't you marching for yourself? Isn't Black Lives Matter for all of y'all? You see how they separate? It's like they don't even realize that they're doing it. You're separating yourself from us by saying, we was there for you during George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. Aren't you Black too? So wouldn't that also be your plight and your fight too? Wouldn't that also be you standing up for yourself and your community as well? It's because you always other yourself. It's a subconscious thing because you do not see yourself as us. And that's okay. We finally said, okay, we're not the same. I could pull up 50 videos of Somalis saying, we're not Black, we're Somalian, we're Arab. Y'all don't even say y'all African. Y'all don't even say y'all African. Now all of a sudden, don't let the white man divide and conquer. Baby, y'all have already been divided. If you were not divided, then we probably, with the way the numbers, y'all keep talking about numbers and strength in numbers. If other melanated, deeply melanated groups of people that came here did what we actually thought, what our ancestors actually thought was going to happen, if they unified with us, we would literally be running this country. Because there is strength in numbers. But you all have gone against us. You've undermined us. You've constantly talked down on us, belittled us, denigrated us, told us we wasn't shit, called us lazy, said that you were better, and separated yourself. You created your own enclaves. Down there in Minnesota, I saw a video of a Black American man try to go into the mall that you all have, and the Somalis ran him out of there, basically segregated him. It's not even safe for us to walk around freely in you all's neighborhoods. But y'all don't like to talk about that. Y'all don't like to talk about y'all anti-Black Americanness. Y'all don't even claim to be African. But now that it's convenient and y'all just don't want, a dog pile to happen because you all are having a light shown on you. And I'm very grateful for, not for people that don't deserve it, but generally speaking, a lot of the Black on Black crime, a lot of the statistics, a lot of this narrative that we are all just so inherently crime riddled, welfare queens, baby mamas, just running amok, scamming, frauding. No, I love now that we are actually saying, no, that's the Nigerians. It's the Somalis. Because everybody was falling under the Black umbrella when it came to doing something bad. When it came to committing crime, fraud, scam, it was just all of us. So it made it look like we all were, Black Americans were just terrible. When you all actually added to our crime rates and statistics, you all actually helped to push the negative racial tropes and the negative propaganda and the stereotypes. You all absolutely had a hand in it. You've been in this country since media started to really boom. So it was not always just a Black American person out here doing debauchery, pushing the narcotics, and the Jamaicans had a heavy hand in being a pusher man. But it wasn't nobody noticing the difference. And now, since you all have been continuously saying it, everybody's waking up. It's like a mass awakening. So now we see things for what they actually are. Baby, you're a Somali. We ain't all the same. Y'all been maintained that. We are not all the same. And I've seen videos of you all getting up here also saying, we're jealous of you because y'all have nice cars and y'all live in nice houses. I mean, I haven't really been covering this too much because I'm just like, it is what it is. But this is like the second or third video I saw of y'all trying to claim George Floyd as y'all standing in solidarity. Basically, literally, you're standing in our face saying, we're not the same because I was there for you during George Floyd, during Black Lives Matter. Spread love, Mr. Brooklyn Way. What y'all think?
Okay, so apparently the Somalis are beefing with Black America again. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Is this another one of those, Dominican, I know Black things, like you don't want to be called Black? But no, apparently ICE is coming to collect them because they've been doing some kind of welfare fraud. I just saw a video of a guy going to a daycare where they were like, oh, you guys got $1 million in funding, but there's no kids here. So they're saying that they're getting all this money and sending it to fund terrorists, whatever. And now ICE is coming to get them. And they want our allyship. And we're like, absolutely not. Bro, I just saw videos of them talking in their mosque about how all Black people come from one-night stands. They don't know their father. Bro, the things they say about us is crazy. But I noticed that every Black person that comes from another country to America takes on the white mindset. It's like they have Stockholm syndrome. Like they just started believing they're colonizers. Because we's the good Negroes. But in reality, y'all don't mess with us, so we're good.
Then there is an arrogance factor. Some people in Somali communities have openly dismissed criticism, acting like they are untouchable or above the rule. And it's not just online. This has been in conversation, forums, and even community events. Here is the kicker. Many of them have claimed that they are not blacks at all, but Arabs. That's right, Arabs, not black. They distance themselves from African American identity, culture, and struggles. They wanted to position themselves as outsider, as separate. But here is the twist. When they run into problems, suddenly they are expecting Black Americans to step in and help. And that's exactly what's upsetting people. Let's break this down. Either many Somalis in the US identify as Arabs. They say, we are not black, we are different. They distance themselves from African American community, histories, and struggle. Now, when the issue arises, whether it's daycare funding, support programs, or social backlash, they are looking for Black Americans for support. That sudden flip has left a lot of people frustrated. Think about this. If you spend years saying, we are not like you, we are separate, and then turn around expecting help, it's a problem. That's exactly why people are calling out the inconsistency. Black Americans are finally speaking up. The message is clear. Don't support us blindly. Don't expect help if you dismiss our struggle. And don't claim identity when it's convenient. Some people are saying it's not just about money or support, it's about respect and accountability. Communities need to react with integrity, and you cannot pick and choose when to be part of a larger group. Black Americans are breaking silence because frauds, arrogance, and identity inconsistency can't be ignored. Support should be earned, respect should be mutual, and community trust is not something you can take lightly. If you're watching this and you're part of any community, remember your actions matter, integrity matters, transparency matters, and consistency matters. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this situation? Should communities be held accountable for fraud? And what about identity? Should it be fluid or does it carry responsibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my videos like this. See you in my next video.